What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Me and Lexi are going to Arizona today, and I want to do some vlogging. It's going to be a short video. I might even combine today's video with tomorrow's. I know tomorrow morning I'm going to go to the gym with MJ and Maelee, my sister and my little cousin. And I think it's going to be really fun because I got them to commit to do a serious workout, and I like teaching other people what I know. But right now I'm just on the side of the road peeing. So I'm gonna do that real quick and I'll talk to you guys soon. What's up, guys? Lexi, do you want to tell them what we're doing?
We're reviewing the new Red Bull flavor.
Spring edition.
Cherry Sakura or whatever.
Can I just try it from yours first? Need my help? You try first.
Oh, it smells weird.
It smells like cherries, honestly.
It does.
Like fresh cherries.
I like it.
Really? Can I try it? Okay.
You might not like it.
Dang. Why is that good?
I like it.
It's really good. Okay. If you haven't tried the new cherry, what season
I give
is
it
Spring?
an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
There you go. Is it the spring release? Okay, try the new Red Bull spring release, everybody.
Bye.
Alright, guys. If anybody wants to go to Arizona, this is a perfect example of what it looks like. This is exactly what Arizona looks like. I've lived in Arizona my whole life until I moved for the army. It's a beautiful place if you can survive the heat. But yeah. Alright, so I'm with MJ Garcia, 6-time Olympia winner, and Maelee Lily, pro bodybuilder and power lifter. And they're gonna be doing a tutorial. They're gonna be teaching me how to do better. So yeah, we're doing our regular Tuesday workout. But yeah. Alright, guys. So this is gonna be another voiceover video. I really had no choice because the music was super loud in the background at EOS Fitness. But today I was doing a Tuesday workout. But I'm with, obviously I introduced Maelee and MJ, and no, Maelee is not a power lifter and MJ is not a 6 times Olympian. But they're actually my little sister and my brother-in-law. So, yeah, I really wish we had the audio to listen to because it's pretty fun. And yeah, it's a shame. The music was too blatantly loud. There was no way I would be able to splice up the audio. I would still get a copyright strike, so I decided to just, voice over. But excuse this first camera angle. I don't know why I have it just looking at my belly. It's kind of a weird angle. That's okay. So we're doing upper body push presses, but I don't think Maelee and MJ really like doing them. I had to really push them to do it. It's okay. I think honestly they're both a little uncomfortable in the gym. They don't really go often. They can't drive yet, so they only go when family takes them. So don't blame them for that. They're pretty young. But anyways, Maelee couldn't actually do push press with just the bar, 45 pounds. So I had her doing 10-pound shoulder raises, and then she moved down to 5 pounds, I think. I don't know why, because 5 pounds was really easy for her. There's MJ doing what I think was 45 and 25 on each side, so with 95 pounds. Pretty good. MJ is honestly pretty built. he has so much potential in the gym because he's doing way more than I did at his age. So I was really skinny when I was his age, and he's really stocky, which for the gym is a very good thing. Now we move on to deadlifts. So I started off with 10 pounds on each side just because I needed to teach them form. They've both done deadlifts on a Smith machine, but it's entirely different. So I wanted to start really light and kind of ease them into it. I'm going over form with them. I'm trying to teach them how to do it. Obviously, right there, I'm like, no back arching, bend with your knees, put your butt back, chest up, all the basic stuff. One thing that's really funny is that in the background, when we were recording, there was this guy doing bench press. It's kind of to the right of Maelee, like from her right. There's a bench press, and there was a guy there, and he was like moaning. It was so weird. In a public gym, and I'm not talking about like to himself. Like he was moaning for the entire gym to hear. It was quite strange, and I didn't really get that in the recording, obviously, because copyright. But it was super funny. There he is. He's in orange. You can see him in the background. He's doing decline bench, which, first of all, who does decline bench? I mean, his physique looks good, so I'm not going to, like, judge. But still, decline bench, why do we need to be doing that? Second of all, why moan? Like, if you have to moan to be able to lift that weight, then you don't deserve to be lifting that weight. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little judgy, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should we be moaning in the public gym? I don't know. Should that be a thing? Like, usually I'm kind of weird. Like, I don't really have many boundaries, and I usually am supporting people doing their best in the gym. This guy was just on another level. It felt like a parody. It felt like he was recording a video himself, a prank video, like moaning in the gym as loud as I can. But here's Maelee's attempt at deadlift. One thing I told her after the fact was, hey, it looks like you're standing up with your legs and then lifting your back. Or maybe the opposite, maybe lifting with her back and then standing up. But either way, I told her, hey, you need to be doing both motions at the same time, or else you won't be able to lift heavy weight. And she agrees. I still think she did really good, though. That was her first deadlift ever with a free weight. So, very impressive. This is MJ. This weight is super light for him, but he actually had a little bit of trouble with the form. Of course, MJ wasn't paying attention, so I'm trying to show him again. But yeah. I'm not really the best teacher. I'm not going to lie. I think about the way I learn things is quite different than other people. Like I don't really understand it until I think about it in a weird way. So, yeah. MJ. See, the weight is so easy that he doesn't even have to use form to pick it up. And he loves to rage bait me in the gym. That was a rage bait right there. Dude, I really wish that we had the audio of us talking, because this video is going to be so much more boring with me just doing a voiceover with my monotone voice versus us actually all talking. But maybe I need to invest in little microphones. You know those microphones that you can pin to your shirt? Maybe it's about time that I do that. And maybe the audio might not actually like might not actually be copyright struck if I do that. But here's 35s on each side, which equals 70 plus 45. So that is 115 pounds, which is pretty light, but for Maelee, that's actually 5 pounds less than her body weight, which is pretty insane. Actually, no, that's not that insane now that I think about it, because I do 225 and my body weight is 175. So, but it is insane because she hasn't done deadlifts that often. But it took her a couple tries to get this. One thing is she has long legs, and when she does sumo, she can lift more. It's usually the case for everybody, but I think especially with her body type, sumo works for her. Another thing is I think her arms are too far apart. I'm not sure. But yeah, so she was struggling a little bit at first. And honestly, it was mostly mental struggle. Like a mental battle where she felt like she couldn't pick up the weight, but she really could. So it was mostly in her head. And also I think maybe her stance, like if you see her ankles are pointed outward, or her toes. Maybe that doesn't matter, but I usually keep my toes straight forward. Right now I'm telling her, hey, make sure the bar is close to your shins, like less than an inch away, like more of half an inch. When you go for the deadlift, a good thing to do is just line the bar up over your toes while you're setting up. And then I told her, lean your way back, what she's doing. And she doesn't believe me that it would work, but I'm like, trust me, do it, and it will work. So she's making a couple attempts. She failed again. And again, I think it's mental. But I was like, hey, can you just pick it up like this? So I wanted to see like her strength. Yes, she can pick it up. And if you can pick up a weight like that, then you can pick up a weight with a deadlift, because you can get a lot more, I guess, leverage when you're lifting it up like that, because you're using your glutes, like your lats, your back, your like hamstrings, your thighs, everything. All right, so she's going for it with a wide stance. Psh. See, she did it, and I was really impressed. Again, I will tell her, like, hey, don't try to lift with your back and then with your legs. Try to activate them both at the same time. But hey, she did it, and it looked like a good deadlift. I think having the sumo ankle was a lot better for her. Now MJ is going to do it, and he's struggling a little bit with form, but he is a beast. He's pretty strong, so for him it doesn't matter. And also that was good form, honestly. It was better than Maelee because he used the lower half and the upper half of his body at the same time. He didn't go legs straighten first, then lift back up, you know. Doing that, what Maelee's doing, kind of puts a lot of strain on your lower back. When you're doing heavier weights, targeting your lower back is kind of risky because lower back injuries are really painful. It could actually set you back in the gym for months. But here's me, nothing special, because this is a lot less weight than I normally do. Form is looking good. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying here. There's MJ. I don't know what MJ's doing. When MJ gets into the gym, he starts going crazy. He goes up to every single machine and does some weird stuff. Like, he genuinely does not care. He's just like, oh, can I pick this up? Yes, I can pick this up. It's funny. I love it because that's what I used to be like when I first got into the gym. I would just walk up to random machines and just mess around with them. And people were probably like staring at me like, what is this kid doing? But it was fun, and it really helped me in the long term, I think, because like I learned some fundamentals that were better taught through trial and error. I'm kind of stubborn, and it's not as easy for me to just trust what someone says. So trial and error is the best way for me to learn sometimes. But yeah, I wish we were able to do more weight, but fortunately, we just stuck with fundamentals about, form. That was terrible form. Probably should have corrected him. He did the same thing with Maelee, where you lift the back up and then you straighten your legs, as well as his knees were also slanted inwards. That's something that you really need to pay attention when you're doing compound movements, such as squat, deadlift. Knees should not be caving in. That is a risk for injury. Your knees aren't supposed to be caving in, especially when there's weight on top of them. And it's also makes it more difficult to lift heavy weight. Lexi was kind of just chilling with us. Not really working out, just kind of there for the vibes. But she tried to do this, and honestly, she can deadlift this, but she just didn't want to. It was just a mind thing for her. And also, she doesn't really like being filmed, so. And I do respect that, but. So let's see how it looks. Oh my goodness. So much yapping. I think right here she's like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. See, she can 100% do it, but she's just choosing not to. MJ. I don't know what MJ is doing. Well, I think it's about time to... Nope, it's not time to move on to the next one. I was telling them, hey, like, drop your butt when you're doing it and look to the sky. That's something that helps me a lot. That's what my dad taught me to do. And it helps you get more leverage. Alrighty, so now I wanted to add 10 pounds on each side to create 135 pounds total. And MJ did it with ease. MJ's max that he's ever done was 225 on the Smith machine. So it's pretty good, honestly. But Smith machine is a regular free barbell is a different beast than Smith machine. Some people actually say it's easier free weight, but and I honestly agree, because Smith machine has like it stops you from getting as much like momentum or like explosive power. But either way, it's a different learning curve, so he's starting from zero again. I was really hoping Maelee would be able to do this because I felt like she could do it. And this is 15 pounds over her body weight, which is pretty good. That would be pretty impressive. But I just don't think she had enough time to really like practice, honestly. And next time we go to the gym together, hopefully there's no music in the background and it's not so loud, but also hopefully she can do 135. I think that's a good goal. In fact, we'll probably start with 145 or 135, 45s on each side. But yeah, she does a couple attempts here, but none of them are like real 100% attempts. But you can tell she's getting the hang of it. Like, she looks like she hurt herself, but I don't think she actually did. But another thing is, she kept doing this weird thing where her arms were on top of her knees, like they were parallel and directly in front of her knees. And I was like, how are you supposed to do that? Because you're not going to be able to drop your butt if your arms are in the way and they're stopping your knees from going forward above the bar. If you know what I'm saying, if you catch my drift. And then I was telling her, if you're going to do sumo, put your arms in between your legs. Like, that's what people normally do during sumo. But I guess she just felt like she needed to put her arms outside on the sides of her legs, like the outer sides of her legs, which I think if she tried inside, it would be better for her. But I asked her why, and she didn't really give me a straight answer. She was like, it just kind of feels weird, which I get. Like, sometimes it's just like that. And right here, like, she does some good attempts, but she's not able to get it off the ground. And honestly, that's kind of like the hardest part, just getting it off the ground. For a deadlift, I feel like once you just get it off the ground, you're good from there. Like, and don't worry, guys, she didn't hurt herself. She was actually fine, I think. Just kidding. Yeah, she was fine. But I don't think we did any more after this. So I think we'll just skip forward. Yeah. Okay, so actually she does one more attempt. And spoiler alert, she doesn't get it. Unfortunately, her max today was 115. And the added 20 pounds just tipped it over the edge and she couldn't do it. I do think she has it in her, but it's okay. And here's MJ, like, breaking his legs. I don't know what he's doing. But I was trying to get them to go butt to heel. And I filmed me doing it, but I wasn't able to film Maelee because I forgot. I didn't really want to because we weren't actually working out on this machine. Like, there's no weight on this. We were just doing it for fun, just messing around. But honestly, heel to butt, like, my knees, just looking at them, it's like, oh, that doesn't look healthy. But I think that is healthy. I think they said some weird stuff like 10 sets of bouncing on it or something like that, which it's kind of weird, but it's okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Bean is meowing. So we were doing like really heavy pull downs. I don't know why. At this point, so some context for this trip is it was super rushed because I was spending the weekend with my family in Arizona, but of course I have to work on Monday. And I just really wanted to go to the gym with them, but we went down to visit family for a separate reason. So basically we just didn't have much time to fit. So we were there for like 30 minutes and we really just rushed everything. We spent the most time on deadlifts so I could teach them form. So today there wasn't the best content, but I think we were trying to max the whatever it's called, the pull downs. And like, as you see, MJ's hanging from it, which it's heavier than his body weight, much heavier. But yeah. And then later on, I did the like weird noise that guy was doing. I don't know if you guys remember, but I mentioned there's this guy who's moaning. So I tried to replicate that, and I did it really loud, like right before we left. And it was kind of embarrassing. I don't know how, I didn't even do it as loud as he did it. Yeah, I was super embarrassed. I really like that grip on the pull down though. If you have that in your gym, try it out. PSA, you're not supposed to hold it like that, like MJ is. MJ's jumping around. Yeah, so this is how you're supposed to hold it. But yeah, that grip is super nice. Like, it actually builds your forearms, and it honestly does more than just your whatever it's called. It's funny because when I go to the gym, I'm always just like, boom, 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 this. What's this workout? Okay, next workout. But they are like super kind of like awkward in the gym because they don't go much. And I want to take them more so that they can like really appreciate it how I do. Like, it's very soothing for me. It's kind of weird. But, and especially the routine, like once you get into a routine, it's very nice. So I hope that once they are old enough to drive and everything, that they'll want to go to the gym with me still, because I'll have so much fun. I'm sure MJ will, maybe. Maelee probably will too every once in a while. She likes going to the gym.
Alright guys, so that gym session was kind of chaotic, but now it's even more chaotic because I'm at a concert for my brother-in-law. So I'm gonna show him a little bit of him playing guitar and piano, and yeah, just show your support because he works super hard. There he is, MJ Garcia. He looks very professional. Let's go, MJ.
No, there's still pretty adult themes on it. You don't
Well, no, I've watched stuff.
If you tell me you've already seen it, then
No, The Walking Dead is bad.
The Walking Dead is good.
No, not bad in that way. I mean, like, yeah.
Bloody. That's true.
I've
Yeah, but
I've seen
not.
people get shot. I've seen people get shot in the head.
Yeah,
Dude, like real?
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Wait, why are you
Charlie
watching
Kirk.
that?
I'm joking now.
I've
I'm
seen.
joking.
I've
Well,
Charlie
actually,
Kirk.
no, I
He
have.
did see Charlie.
I've
I did see Charlie Kirk.
I've seen.
That was so bad. I felt so like weird.
Because you were seeing somebody actually die.
I've seen someone actually.
That's
shoot
what I want to
themselves
do
in the
for my
head.
daily profession.
Why are you recording us?
Is watch people die?
No, watch people almost die and then.
It's the same thing exactly.
Dang, this is our baby guy.
But I don't understand what went wrong.
Show the other ones. That one's
From
normal.
this to this to this
Emo baby. Wait, show the
to this.
show the septum piercing.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just confused.
So Maelee, can you tell everyone to subscribe to my channel?
Subscribe to Braden Lily.
Yes.
Lilypad making videos every day, but not actually every day.
I think honestly, Lilypad is gonna be like my low gang. Or
Yes.
like
Subscribe to become a Lilypad.
yeah, or like
The,
slushies.
here in the
about that.
Lilypad.
Why
family-
not,
That just
bro?
sounds weird.
Why like alright,
Oh,
Lilypads,
yeah, I'm a
get me
lily
to
pad.
200,000 views.
No one's gonna want that.
Okay,
No,
how about
they
pad?
Pad? That doesn't sound right. Ollie, what are you doing?
Subscribe to become a pad.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come back, Ollie, please. Maelee has a message to everybody.
Subscribe to become a Lily, to become adopted into the family.
Yeah.
As a Lily, you get some inherited benefits. Okay, you get automatically you become better looking.
Wow, that's a little narcissistic.
And then you also become insanely good at
What?
singing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and you become you will get an amazing job. You will get an amazing job. And,
Yes. So becoming a Lily gives you
and
good luck.
yes,
10%
and
luck
you can
boost.
persuade all of your bosses to step down, and you can become the boss. Join.
Okay,
Join.
guys, that's the end of the video. Do what Maelee told you to do, or else you won't get the added benefits of becoming a Lily. And trust me, you will regret that. Okay, bye.
Okay. I made a song. It's a Halloween song, and it's the best thing you'll ever hear in your entire life. It has amazing instrumentals that I made all on my own with no help, and it has so big lyrics. It's so good. You don't even understand how good it is.
Who are you? You gotta introduce
I'm Ricky
yourself.
on the beat. I'm Ricky the rapper. I made this song.
Spotify?
Yes, it'll drop in like October, early October, maybe. What's the month before October? August.
And this is like really early for
Yeah, you get a very big sneak peek. You get a
Awesome.
sneak peek, and why? And it'll
Hurry it
drop.
up.
It'll drop, and you need like show some love so that I can continue making it.
Booby. Booby. Ricky on the beats. Trick or treat, Halloween, ghost go boo. Year round spooking all the kids at school. Woke up sweating, I was in a nightmare. I can't afford a costume, but I can't afford a scare. Throw a party with the ghouls, bought a carpet pumpkin after the festivities at the mall and the juice shopping. Life is so chaotic when you're living like a witch. If I curse someone, you better not be a snitch. I love Halloween, I'm a freaking fiend for it. I love Halloween, I'm a freaking fiend for it. I love Halloween, I'm a